Welcome back everyone. I've just come back from uni, so I'm really tired, but I wanted to give you this market update because I feel like there's a few things to talk about here in the market segment now. This video is not financial, trading, or investment advice in any way, shape, or form. This is purely for entertainment and for educational purposes only. Always remember that forecasting in any sector is incredibly difficult, but the financial sector is by far and away the most difficult to forecast. My analysis is based off Gann and Wyckoff methodologies. If you're a fan of altcoin reviews in an honest format, then you've come to the right place, and every week I cover the market update. Lastly, it's not about being right or wrong that matters. It's about what you do when you're right or wrong that matters most. All right, let's get to today's crypto. Of course, we had a huge sell-off in Bitcoin and of course all of cryptocurrency because of the Jerome Powell saying he will do whatever it takes, he expects casualties during this interest rate hike, and that got the market spooked. But if you're familiar with my channel, you know how much I talk about strength being found on the red days, the down days, the heavy media days, when there's so much bad news, right? Solana kept getting hacked, but Solana got hacked at one point and its most recent hack, and the price barely moved. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out bad news, the price barely moved, probably time to go in. But it's hard to go against the herd when you hear such bad news. That's what I try and talk about in this channel. I try to talk about that things aren't as bad as you might seem. Now, they can always get worse, but for the time being, I'm not concerned at all. As usual, we'll start off with Bitcoin, ETH, look at total market cap, and stablecoin dominance with one altcoin that has really surprised me with how it's been able to perform yesterday. So let's start off with Bitcoin. There's the 50%. You know how much we talk about 50%. Big shout out to Jason and Michael Pizzino. Now, pay attention to this date on the 26th of August. 26th of August was a major selling day. You can see above average volume. That's this white squiggly line, 30-day moving average. Above average volume comes down. Then what do I talk about on my channel when I talk about when you see big selling days? There's a few signs of strength you can find on the red down days. One of the indicators, which is what we've got here, is decreasing volume. So you start to see a big selling day, and then you start to immediately get not much selling. And this has been the story with Bitcoin, guys. If you just close your eyes and look at the volume, okay, just close your eyes, open them, look at the volume chart, look, just see how much red bars are below the white line. Now, we do have some above, white line like these and things like that. But generally speaking, a lot of the red bars recently have been below the white line. So we're getting very low selling days, which means the whales are not selling their Bitcoin. Don't worry about the market announcements, news announcements. They're just there to sell you ads to get you to come to their channel. That's all they're there to do. If the whales are not selling, the price will not go down. The whole market is dictated by the whales every time, and they are clearly accumulating Bitcoin ready for the next bull run. But coming back on point, 27th of August, you get the very low selling day and a very narrow spread. I talk about support coming into the market. You don't know when the support is coming in, but when you see it, you see it. So you had a very low selling day and a very narrow spread. Bitcoin only went down 1%. The day before, 26th of August, massive volume, down 6%. 27th of August, very low selling, 1% spread. 28th of August, 2%, so you get a bit more of a down day, but you get less volume. And immediately the trend is starting to reverse. So we're already starting to wipe out some of these bars, which is very good. The only thing that has me concerned with Bitcoin is that it's starting to have a lot of resistance in these very short ranges, which is not really what you want to see. So of course, I'm going to talk about the 50% being resistance at around that $21,416, give or take. And you will see that that coincides with resistance right around this churning period where the market was just unsure before ultimately coming down clean cut right beneath. It is good that we didn't have to test 17K again. So that's really good. And it's good that we are still sort of making higher highs, or that the lows aren't pushing us down as hard. So this is your major low, and then you start to get some higher lows forming on the major crashes. So you start to see that even though we're getting these big selling days, it's not having to resort to these ultra dangerous areas of support, because if Bitcoin doesn't get support at these moments, then it's going to start going 15K, 14K, and then you can kiss any bull run in 2023 goodbye too if we start really going down to 10K and things like that. Now, again, of course, anything can happen, but it's just you're just waiting for the whales to show that they are buying Bitcoin, and they are definitely showing that they are accumulating Bitcoin right around this price, because we've been here for just about over 2 months now. So what are my expectations for Bitcoin? Like I said, resistance coming there. Hopefully we can get above it, but this market has really been held up just because of Ethereum. You can already see Ethereum is in a much more stronger position above its 50%. Let's go back to Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin below its 50%, above its 50%, and it did close below it, but immediately after it got closed below it, immediately came back up, wiping these two bars out. So very nice, clean 2-bar reversal right there on that bar on the 29th of August. And what I love about it, look at the volume, guys. This is the kind of volume you want to see. You want to see nice, good green ones, but not overly excessive. Nothing crazy high. Showing that all the whales bought, and now there's no more demand for it. You don't want that, okay? You want nice, good, clean, good, strong green bars, not weak ones, okay? So you can see this is like a weak green bar, below average volume, closes mid on the bar. This one's even weaker, no demand, very low volume bar, closes mid on the bar. We're going down, and we do go down. So That's the only thing I don't like. That's the kind of green bars you don't want to see. Going back to ETH, above our 50% currently, we'll see how we go with the trend and how we go with resistance. So that's going to coincide resistance at around that $1,742 mark. So that's the 75 mark here. And that coincides with its current swing top that it's trying to break at the moment. Give it, say, about 2-3 days and you'll have your answer if we break that. If not, we just need more time to cook. ETH is looking very, very good. ETH merge is coming up. What's going to happen after? What's going to come before? It doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter. All you need to know, it's the law of supply and demand. If there is no supply of ETH because the whales aren't selling it, then naturally prices will go up. That's all you need to know. Forget about your fundamentals, your economic statuses. All that matters is the whales. They will test the market and other whales have to step in and support the market. Again, you won't know it until you look on the chart. That's why I like the charts and made me invest into the charts, because I couldn't take any other YouTubers, bull crap and pumping all coins with news announcements and things like that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you're willing to sell this thing to the next person for a higher price. That's all that matters. Simplify it, guys. Let's have a look at total market cap 1. Total market cap 1, you can see we're battling our 50% right now at around that $970 billion mark, but pay attention to total market cap 2. Total market cap 2 is above its 50%. So you can see Bitcoin is actually pulling the crypto total market cap down because of how weak it is, which is a very big surprise considering we're still in a bear market. Just goes to show you how good Ethereum is. And again, if you've been watching my channel, you know how much I talk about Ethereum is my favorite asset class or favorite thing to invest in the whole world. More than property, more than shares, more than anything else, because of just its risk to reward ratio is the perfect blend for me personally. And you can see it in total market cap 2 really pushing up high. And again, very similar to ETH, you've got this nice 2-bar reversal, so it eliminates these 2 bars and you can see a nice, good high, good strong close. Maybe we'll come back and test the 50 before we go back up. We have to wait and see. Market is definitely in a trending period. We are getting signs of weakness and strength very, very quickly. And that's why I say probably not the best time to diversify into alts at this point, because the market's just too churny at this point. But Bitcoin and ETH, thumbs up from me personally. Let's have a look at total market cap 3, again, on the 50% as well. And that doesn't include ETH. So you can see just how much ETH is carrying the whole crypto market in general. Let's have a look at stablecoin dominance. This is USDT. So you can see USDT, very similar to other charts, just invert it. So you can see there's your breakout bar on 19th of August. The market tests and then eventually breaks out, closes above its 50% at that 6.91% dominance. You get the close above it, you get another breakout bar, but you get a top reversal. So immediately, similar to how we were seeing ETH with the reversal, this time we get it on USDT, but the opposite. So you get these bars, goes up, and then you get this bar absolutely just destroys it, goes back down, and we're probably going to go down again. So that's what you want to see. You want to see stablecoin dominance down, means money's flowing into altcoins. Like I always say, USDT can be a little bit messy to look at on a chart because it's just widely used. USDC though still provides a very informative chart, but much more clean. And again, if you have a look, there's our 50%, did come above it, got the breakout bar, closed above it twice before coming back down, and we're probably going to have back down and probably churn around somewhere in this area too. So be expected for either crypto to go up or sort of stay where it's at the moment while we see stablecoin dominance start to make up its mind where it wants to go. But for now, looks like it wants to go down. But like I said, we're in a trading period. It's a trader's market. Leverage traders are literally just making moves off 2-3% moves because that's all the market can give you right now. But there are some good alts. What is the one good alt I was looking at? Okay, so there's a few good alts and I'll cover them as much as I can in these updates, but there's only one good altcoin that really stood out to me yesterday, and that's AVAX. Now, AVAX has let me down because it did break its 50%. It was looking quite good because it was bouncing around there, really proving itself, but ultimately did come back down on the 26th of August, down 10% in the day. That's why you have your stop losses, because you don't want to be holding these bad bags. And again, this is your downtrend, right? You're waiting for support to come into the market. If I get my chart and I just move it here, you don't know what's going to happen. So you wait for the confirmation. Now you can start to see volume decreasing, but you've still got 7.5% decrease in the price on the latest price bar, which is this one here on the 28th of August. So if you have a look, now we start to get some good volume. And this is the breakout bar. This is the really, really good volume, stopping volume bar that we're looking for. This one right here. This is a very, very, very good sign of strength on the 29th of August, meaning that all the selling came into the market. Market got all bought back up strong, closed extremely strong, right at the top of the bar with very, very high volume. And you can see there's the high volume and it closes right high on the bar, which means that this crypto should have actually tested somewhere around that $13 mark and sort of tested around these areas here. And we would have had to see how the market had reacted, but it didn't. People came in to support the price of AVAX at around that $17.94 mark, somewhere around here. And of course, it doesn't surprise me at all that we open up the next day, which is today, and we don't even go down. We just immediately open and we start going up. So fantastic strength by AVAX. Again, much like Bitcoin, I expect some resistance around that 50%, $22.26 mark. And that coincides with a bit of a churn area here too. So we have to see how AVAX reacts. But like I said, for the time being, this bar is extremely strong, and it would not surprise me if AVAX starts to gain a little bit of momentum going into the days. But like I said, I mean, ETH is still performing just as well, if not better than AVAX. So, ETH, reduce your risk, get better performance. That's why I do it personally at these times. But there are still some trades to be had, but you have to be very, very vigilant and really know what you're doing and really trust your tool. That's going to do it for my spiel. I hope it helped. Help the channel grow. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Like the video if you find this content helpful. I will be reviewing more altcoins, but I try to be very honest with my takes as well. But just always remember, guys, that it is a very, very difficult market to forecast at the moment because of just how much churning is happening. So that's why Bitcoin and ETH are just too good at the moment. You just can't outperform them. And I promise you, when the next bull run starts, you will be happy you dollar cost averaged into those two only right now. Everything else, we have to wait and see how it goes out and wait for those breakouts to come. Because right now, so many cryptos are breaking out, but they keep breaking down after. Maybe I'll do a video on that as well, showing you how many charts just break down after a breakout. So just be very, very careful out there. Anyway, I will catch you guys on the next video.